It is Wednesday, the 4th of March 2009. I am Lauren, your Wednesday's vlogger for the Weight Loss Losers. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm sorry if my camera keeps zooming in and out. It is weird today, so you might feel like you're a bit drunk watching me today, so I apologise for that. Today is review week on the Weight Loss Losers channel, and I am going to be reviewing a television programme that we have here in England. It's called Supersize versus Superskinny, and it's basically where they get a morbidly obese person and basically not anorexic but a really underweight person. This is going to sound awful, and they make them swap diets for the week. Only 1 week, because I understand that that is dangerous. So basically the big person has to eat the small person's food and the small person has to eat the big person's food. It's really interesting. A part of it is they have these like tubes that are like this round up to the ceiling, and they fill these tubes with the weekly diets of the patients that are on the programme. So you'll have, for instance, the tube be full for the big person and the tube be basically nothing for the small person. And it's just really interesting. So basically they have to live in the eating clinic, as they call it, for a week. They have to swap food. Obviously the big person, I'm just going to say big person, small person, so you know what I mean. Basically the big person is always hungry and the small person is always struggling with the food because they're used to eating so little, and yet they're faced with like a 12-inch pizza for breakfast, stuff like that. It's a really interesting programme. I was actually talking about this with Chrissy. I think it was Chrissy. Yeah, Christine0002 when we were in California, and she was saying how much she liked it. As it's an English programme, you can't get it on your TV, but I think that you can watch it on the Channel 4 website. So I'll put the links in the sidebar if you're interested to check it out. So they're an hour long, each programme. They'll normally have a woman and a woman and a man and a man. It's not normally a woman and a man, just because the women and the men can relate more to each other. And the reason I like this programme so much is it promotes healthy eating and healthy size. It's not promoting thin is good. It's really interesting, the fact that they understand that underweight is also as dangerous as being overweight, and that's one of the most important things that I like from this programme. They also have another section to the programme where a reporter, Anna Richardson, goes round. At the moment she's in America, and she's looking at all the strange weight loss fad diets that are going around the States. For instance, last night she was talking about slimming down after you've had a baby, and like the baby workouts where you like do squats holding your baby for the extra weight and stuff like that. It's really interesting to see. And they were going around Hollywood and looking at the plastic surgery and the extremes people go to just to take off a tiny bit of fat, and it was just really interesting. Yeah, so they have these tubes. It doesn't necessarily inspire me to lose weight, it just helps me realise that I'm doing the right thing. It makes me realise that I am at a stage in my life and my weight loss where I will never be that size of, I know this is going to sound like a mean thing to say, but it makes me realise that I won't be in the position of the bigger person, because I've already conquered my I need to change mental attitude. And that's one of the biggest things. You need to get to that point where I suppose the people have as well that are on the programme, they've got to the point where they're fed up with their life, they're fed up, or not fed up with their life maybe, but just unhappy with themselves, and they realise that something's got to change, and that's really, really great. We all get to the point where you can't take it anymore. That's the breaking point, I think, for most people, when they think, I need to lose weight. And I suppose for the other small person, they realise that they're under eating and they need to put on weight, and both of them are equally as important. People think that it's easier to lose weight rather than put on weight, but seeing the struggles that the people go through in the programme shows that it's really, really difficult both ways. At the end of the programme, they say au revoir to everyone, to the two people in the clinic. They give them both their healthy eating plans and their exercise regimes, and they send them off, see how they get on for 3 months, and then invite them back, and then they see how they've done. Last night, the big man, weighed 406 pounds, and the small man weighed 126 pounds. So the big man basically weighed 3 times the little man, and they came back after the 3 months, and the small man had lost 14 pounds and the big man had lost 42 pounds, and they were just both so completely different. Their confidence had boosted out of the roof. They both were smiling. It was just great to see, and it really gives you that, yeah, I can do this, I can carry on with my weight loss, and I can get to goal, because it's great to see other people succeeding. I mean, we see it every day on YouTube, and it's kind of the same feeling I get when I watch people succeed. Sorry, my camera just died. What was I saying? Yeah. When you see people at goal from before and after, it's harder to picture yourself in the same shoes, and yes, it's incredibly inspirational, but at the same time it's kind of like, I want to be there now. So if you watch a program like this, you can see the changes somebody's made from being extremely overweight or underweight person to changing their lives, going through the change, and then seeing them only 3 months after, which is a great thing, because you get to see them fresh in the fighting spirit to lose or gain weight, and that's a really great thing. So as I said, I'll put the links in the sidebar. Check the programs out. It's a really great program. As I said, they promote healthy eating and they promote exercise. So thank you so much for watching me today. Please stay tuned tomorrow for our new vlogger for the weight loss losers, Juan, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.